Alright, so now in the next set of demonstrations, we will be having a look at the capabilities of nuclei scanner for testing network-based issues. So if we want to check for some services or some vulnerabilities that are related to network, that also we can check. Let me show you how. Alright, so when we hover over to the nuclear templates folder, and under that section, if we go to the network folder where all the YAML files or the test cases for the network based vulnerabilities or tests are located, we can have a look. And so these are the issues, or you can say the test cases that actually exist with the default community templates, and we can actually test and show some of the few templates that actually can be useful if you are detecting something or if you want to double check something. So let us now have a look at some of the templates that actually exist in the nuclear templates default directory that actually we can use and test against the vulnerabilities that could exist in a network. So these are the latest updates that I just got a moments ago from Nuclei. So this is the most recent version of templates that exist. Start with the SMB1. So basically we all know that most of the ransomwares and all these attacks that took place recently, that were because of the outdated, or you can say the vulnerable version of SMB. That is the version 1 that was actually vulnerable to remote code execution, and from that it was weaponized to WannaCry ransomware and various other families of ransomware. So if you want to look for any specific endpoint that is actually running old and outdated and vulnerable version of SMB, you can also detect with this script also. So let us have a look at this one. So this is the test that actually you can have a look. So basically it is looking for putting an input and waiting and getting the a response from the SMB protocol. So yeah, let us run this thing. Nuclei. And so we'll just change the template to network SMB, and we'll be using our host. Here we'll be putting our vulnerable machine that is in 192.168.1.7, and we'll be checking for that. Alright, so we got the result here that SMB version 1 has been detected, and it is having currently a severity of low, but it can be changed with other exploits to make it critical and high also. So yes, it is there. So yes, this is having an old and obsolete version of SMB version 1. So that is one thing. So also we can also use another template that we can have a look to check if we have an SMTP version running on a service on a particular host. So that is also possible, and quite frankly with Nmap also you can check that, and if you want to double check, then Nuclei template, this template can be useful. So we can have a look. SMTP. So this is the basically SMTP small template that you can check for that. So let me, yeah, same again, we will be trying this thing, SMTP, and there we go. Alright, so the next template we will be looking is the VNC service detection. So now if you are having a VNC service running on a remote endpoint, if you want to verify that also, so you can do that also, that is also possible. So yes, we have checked here for a VNC detect script, and this is a script. Basically it will be checking for port 5900 and the output coming from that port. So basically it will be checking for that. So this is the regex that has been set, and after running the Nuclei command using this we will be having a look, and we saw that yeah, here we can detect the VNC service that is active on a remote endpoint. So this is how actually we can check. Now another thing that we can have it check on that. So we can also check for vulnerability detection also. So say for example a very old and you can say common type of backdoor that came with the VSFTPD version 2.3.4. So let me show you. Yeah, so if version 2.3.4 backdoor command execution, this is quite old, but still yes, it is for the sake of understanding how actually the use of this script can be useful to specifically pinpoint a vulnerability. This script can be also used. I will be showing you how actually we can go about and use that like so, and we'll be checking for that. So it is taking a bit of time, I don't know why. I will pause the video by then. All right, so it came back with the result and it is having some issue with the interact.sh server, but still okay, fine. We can go with the demo, and yeah, it has been detected the VSFTPD backdoor detection, and it is showing the issue as critical. And yes, this service is containing a vulnerable version of the VSFTPD service. So in this way, we can actually run and see different vulnerable network-based issues also if they exist in your endpoint. So yes, you should also consider, and I will also encourage you to specifically write your own test cases, or you can say your own script in YAML format, and you must refer the documentation, because let me just shift to the documentation first. So the documentation is actually very helpful. It is showing some various basic in how actually you can create from scratch. You can just copy this and put it into your IDE and create your own test cases. And I highly recommend that, because the ready-made script, they will help you to find bugs of a certain you can say low-hanging bugs, I can say. So that is good. You can do that quite quickly and rapidly. That is fine. But in case you are trying to find some more intricate or application specific issues, so it is highly recommended that you should always write your own test cases, your own scripts, and try to run with that. So that will actually give you more accurate results rather than depending on the other tools. You can actually refer these test cases, and you can actually create your own. I will put this again and again, because that is actually mattering the most rather than depending on the ready-made templates. So you should actually, if you want to seriously get into proper detection of vulnerabilities, then this is the very right thing that you should be following. Okay, so this was about the scripts and test cases about specific to network services. Now in the upcoming videos, I will be showing you how actually we can design our own workflows, and how actually workflows can actually practically be very much practical, I can say, or you can say very much useful to you in getting more out of your pen tests. So stay tuned for that.